Let me ask you something. You've just been in a car accident. Your adrenaline is pumping. You're shaken up. And you're thinking, I'm probably okay, right? Maybe I should just go home. I don't want a huge hospital bill. But what if you're not okay? What if the injury doesn't show up until hours later? And what if waiting hurts not only your health, but your case also? I'm Snyder, a partner at Vero Injury Lawyers. And today we're talking about a question a lot of people ask me after a crash. Should I go to the hospital after a car accident? And the honest answer is, well, it depends. But if you have certain symptoms, the answer is absolutely 100% yes. And even if you don't go to the hospital, you still need to understand why getting checked out quickly matters. If you have any signs of a head injury, go to the hospital immediately. That includes loss of consciousness, even briefly, a severe headache or a headache that gets worse, confusion, dizziness, difficulty concentrating, nausea, vomiting, blurred vision, slurred speech, sensitivity to light, memory problems, numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet, or weakness in your limbs. Head injuries can be very serious. Do not play around with that. Get checked out immediately. Also, keep in mind you can suffer a closed head injury even in a low impact crash and even if the airbags do not deploy. Now, there are other symptoms that also mean you should go directly to the hospital. Chest pain, difficulty breathing, abdominal pain, broken bones, deep cuts that may require stitches, trouble bending your knee, your elbow, or your wrist, or severe pain anywhere in your body. If your body is telling you something is wrong, listen to it. Not every crash requires an ambulance or an ER visit, but that does not mean you should sit on your hands and do nothing. If you choose not to go to the hospital, you still should get checked out by a medical professional within 24 to 72 hours if you begin experiencing symptoms such as neck pain, back pain, shoulder or knee pain, tingling sensations in your hand and feet, or any pain that worsens over time. It is extremely common after a car crash for injuries to have delayed symptoms. Many people go home thinking they're fine, only to wake up the next day with significant pain or stiffness. So don't wait to see if the pain goes away. After an accident, your body releases adrenaline. Adrenaline can temporarily mask pain. That means you may not feel the full effects of an injury until hours or even days later. And this is especially common with whiplash, soft tissue injuries, back injuries, neck injuries, and some minor head injuries. So feeling okay at the scene of the crash does not necessarily mean you are in the clear. There's also an important legal reason to seek treatment right away. When you get medical care shortly after a crash, your medical records help connect the injury directly to that accident. If you wait days or weeks before seeking treatment, the insurance companies are going to argue that that injury came from something else, or that injury was pre-existing or not serious enough to require treatment. The best way to shut that argument down is to get checked out right away. Early medical treatment creates a clear record connecting your injuries to the crash. One reason people hesitate to go to the hospital after a car accident is fear of a large medical bill. But in Florida, your auto insurance includes personal injury protection, also called PIP. PIP typically pays 80% of the first $10,000 of medical bills, regardless of who caused the accident. So, in other words, your auto insurance helps cover your medical treatment after a crash. However, there's a catch. If you wait more than 14 days after the accident to seek medical treatment, you can lose access to those PIP benefits entirely. If you're involved in a car accident, the safest approach is simple. If you have serious symptoms, go to the hospital right away. If you do not need emergency care but begin to feel pain later, get checked out by a medical professional as soon as possible. Do not ignore headaches, neck pain, back pain, tingling, or pain that worsens over time. And waiting too long can make it much harder to protect both your health and your legal claim. So, if you're in a car accident, you have any symptoms at all, it's always safest to get checked out right away. Some injuries are obvious, some injuries are delayed, and some can be far more serious than they first appear. Getting medical care early protects your health and creates a clear record of your injuries. I'm Snyder, a partner at Vero Beach Injury. And if you have questions about what to do after a car accident, our team is here to help guide you through the process.